This is the plaintiff, Elizabeth Lewis. She says she met the defendant in church, and the woman was desperate for a place to live. She told the down on her luck soul she could rent her basement for a few months till she got back on her feet. Well, 2 months turned into 8 months, and the defendant stopped paying rent. It's obvious that nice girls finish last. So now she's going to be mean and sue for the $3,300 she's owed. This is the defendant, Ramwati Ramatar. She says the plaintiff started acting crazy after she moved in, broke the lock on her door, went through her stuff, and even wanted to kill her. That's right, kill her. She moved out to keep the peace, but all the defendant wants is problems, problems, problems. She's accused of going on a rent strike.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff rented her basement to the defendant, whom she knew at church, and the defendant repaid her, actually, by stiffing her. But the defendant says the plaintiff is an ungodly psycho. It's the case of church lady as pest.
Thank you, Douglas. Elizabeth Lewis, you are suing Ramwati Ramatar for $3,300 in rent that you stay for 6 months that she has not paid you. Tell me what's going on.
Judge, I have known this Ramati in church for like 3 years. And on December the 20th, about around the 20th, she was on the bus. We were coming home on the bus. And she asked me if I had known anyone has a room or an apartment to rent. And I told her no. But I did tell her what was my idea for my basement. I told her I was
You had an idea for the basement?
Yes, I was telling her that I was, doing down floors and stuff like that. And she said, why you don't rent it to me? And she was desperate. She was crying. She was saying she had no place to go and this and that, and they threw her out and this and that and the other. And I said, okay. So she moved in December the 30th. And I told her I can only keep her for a few weeks, or I tell her a few months till she get a place. It was very cold, Your Honor, and there was a lot of snow on the ground, and I felt sorry for her.
But you were charging her rent.
We both agree on it,
Right.
Because she
okay.
said...
So you weren't taking her in as a friend who you felt sorry for, who was a church member, because out of the compassion of your soul, you were charging her rent. How much was the rent?
$550.
Okay, so she moves in December 30th, and what happens?
Okay. And then she paid me that time. She said that she don't want it free. She didn't want the lodging free.
Oh, because you offered it free.
Well, I didn't offer it free. I told her she can come in.
So she paid you the $500 that you were demanding for her to move in.
Right.
I mean, you can dress this up all you want, but it's you renting the illegal apartment, right? Because you're not zoned for that, right?
Judge, I have never rented that place.
Did you rent it to her?
Yes.
Were you
was
authorized by law to rent out the apartment?
They told me I just need a certificate right now.
Oh, no, there's the rub. You need the certificate first, rent later. Right? Right?
Okay, Judge.
No, but it's not okay. Just don't humor me. You know that,
yes,
right? Okay. Now, how many months were you living there rent-free?
I wasn't renting free. I pay up to May month. How could you live in a place for 6 months, for 6-7 months and don't pay a rent? It's only 2 months.
I don't know how. Let's see. I see this every 5-6 times a day.
No, I pay. I pay her up to May month.
Then what was the problem? Because all she wants is for you to pay, and all you did was pay. Then why am I here, if that's the case?
I pay her because I have all my documents here.
Answer my question. What turned into the problem? Because there's no problem. If she wants money and you're giving it to her, there's no problem. So how did we have a problem?
Okay. That day I was a little late in the rent in May month. And she daughter started harassing me down in the basement.
How was she harassing you?
They was threatening to kill me. They came in.
Because you were late on the rent, she threatened to kill you?
Yes. I had to call the police. The police came. They talked to the both of us.
Now, according to you, she didn't pay rent since when?
March, Your Honor.
March. So now in May month, when she is going down there and shaking the cage, it's because she hasn't been paid for 2 months, according to her. According to you, it's because 2 days have passed. Okay.
I was late.
So the police get called, and what happens?
The police came and they talked to us. She wouldn't allow me to leave the apartment.
She what?
She wouldn't allow me to leave.
What do you mean she wouldn't allow you to leave? She wants you to leave because you're not paying.
No, not that. When it happened, in May month, she tried, to molest me because of the money.
Molest you?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean body?
She leave note on the door.
You mean, hold on, molest has a different connotation.
Okay.
All
No,
right.
she leave note on the door that she want her money.
Okay.
All right? And she put a note that she want $40 extra on the late fee of the rent.
Okay.
All right? And then I said, okay. I didn't pay her. I pay her the rent. And then she start harassing
I didn't pay her or I paid her?
Yes,
Which one?
I did pay her in May month, but
Okay.
late.
Okay.
Like the 26th or the 27th, I pay her.
Okay.
All right?
Do you have receipts for when you paid?
No, she never gave me no receipt.
And you didn't demand one?
I asked her and she said, forget about it. I always there, anytime you want a
Okay,
receipt, I'll
but
give
you
it to
were
you.
handing cash over?
Yes.
And you don't know that if you have no way to prove that you gave cash to someone if you don't get a receipt?
Well,
Right?
I trust her.
Then you could, I trusted her. What's it? Can't I have a little variety?
That would be nice.
I am
Yeah,
so
just a little
weary
bit.
of this. I mean, you know what we should do? We should just shout out the answer before it's
Before
like
they even
name
get
that
a chance
tune.
to-
Shout out the answer before it comes out because it's always the same
It
thing.
is. That's true.
Always the same thing. So are you still living there now?
No, I moved out.
Were you two going to church at the same church?
Yeah, we
And
do.
what was that like? Was it chilly?
No, it's not nice. It's not nice. It's embarrassing.
Say it again?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are people who go to church more civilized than people who don't?
I think it's more important that you live your religion than going to the institution itself.
Okay, but do people, the question really is, do people hide behind their religion, or are they more civilized if they go every Sunday?
I don't think so, because if you're bad, you're still going to do bad things no matter what your religion is.
And sir,
I think in theory they should be, but people are still people at the end of the day.
I think you are right, going inside the courtroom.
And so according to you, you stopped paying in May and you moved out when?
I moved out in middle of July because she have a note here
So
to
did
move
you pay
out.
June or July?
Yes.
You paid June and July?
No.
Okay.
Very sad going to
and
court.
according to you, you moved out because the harassment just
Yes.
finally became too much, and you
Yes.
weren't paying rent. But
Right.
and so why did you have to leave the place you were at?
Because we had family problem.
Okay, so you ended up in eviction court because she actually took you to eviction court to try to get you out. And eviction.
No, I took her to court for harassment.
And what was the harassment you took her to court for?
She was trying to pull my bag like this. She told me I have money and they scrambled me like this. She and her daughter. So I tried to run away with my nightie, with a panty on and a slippers in my feet, to run to the police station at the middle of the night. Till the police have to come. They say, wait, I'm coming. Go back and wait, I'm coming. And when they come, they told her, don't interfere with her. Let her back in the apartment. Do not interfere with her. She cut off the fan cord. She broke the lock. I had people came.
And she was doing that because you weren't paying her the rent.
Well,
Right. Okay, I understand
All
that.
right.
It's not justified.
All right.
I'm just telling you,
Okay.
if you really want to know what cause and effect, that was it.
Right.
All right, so go on.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. And then she went and told everybody in the church that I sleeping with this one and that one. Where I'm not kidding. This is not nice for a sister to treat our other sister when we go to the same church.
Oh, you know what I think? I think you got a whole lot of church and very little religion.
It's true.
That's what I think. Now, let me ask you a question. At some point, you go to get the certificate to make the place legal, or you try to. Is that it?
I just got the paper because I called him. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, but you understand that it wasn't legal while you were renting it out.
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
So
Yes.
I want to give you an example. And I know this isn't the facts of our case, but I want to explain what I'm going to say with an example. All right. You sell her a kilo of cocaine. She doesn't pay you for the kilo of cocaine. You file a case in court and say to the judge, Judge, I didn't get paid. It was fine quality cocaine. I did my part of the bargain, and I want you to force her to do her part of the bargain. What would a judge have to say? Okay. We have laws about renting out space. We do that so we have a minimum standard that we want to accept for living conditions for people. So every community has rules. And to make sure that people who are going to earn money from rent follow those rules, what communities do is they force you to get a rental certificate of occupancy, which you didn't, beforehand so that they can go down there, they can look, and they can make sure you've complied with the minimum standards that they're going to require. The problem that we have is that you are looking at me and saying, Judge, help me to collect rent I have no legal right to collect. I believe you. I think she lived there without paying rent. Okay? But all you have is that moral victory of me telling you I believe you. Because I am not going to order her to pay you 1 penny of illegal rent. That's the problem that you have. Verdict for the defendant.
Hold on right here, please, ladies.
All right, so the plaintiff comes out here without winning her case. Step right in here. Come next to me. You understand how the judge explained that to you?
Yes, I do. It was just the principle. It really wasn't for the money because I would give it to charity. It's just when I took her in, she had no place to.
I know.
You know, so.
She
that's
said
it.
you threatened to kill her.
No, that's not true.
No, what'd you say?
She's just a liar. No, I didn't.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
All right, right around the corner there. Do you ever see each other in church? You see
We
each
go
other?
to a different church right now.
So you don't see each other?
No.
What did she say when she threatened you? What
Oh,
what were her words? Go ahead.
Her words was,
What'd she say?
It's not over. I have more to get yet. And then I say,
That's not a death threat, though.
No, I have it. I have it. Just
Yeah.
prove it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Prove everything.
Okay, head right down that way.
Okay.
What do you think of this, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, when you rent, you should always ask the landlord before signing the lease, do you have a certificate of occupancy? And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.